Om Swastiastu. Good morning, all of students. How are you today?
I'm good. No, I'm good. Good morning.
Okay, I hope all of you are in a good condition during this pandemic. Well, student, before we start our lesson today, let's pray to our God for blessing us to stay healthy during this pandemic. So, I will ask one of you to lead the prayer. And now, please, Dewa Ayu Kartika Pratiwi, you can lead the prayer.
Sebelum pelajaran dimulai, mari berdoa menurut agama dan kepercayaan masing-masing. Berdoa mulai. Doa selesai.
Okay, thank you, Dewa Ayu.
You're welcome, sir.
Well, student, have you heard my voice? Bisa dengar suara saya?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. And now, before we start our lesson, don't forget to sign attendance on the attendance list on the Moodle ya. Silakan di checklist absennya di Moodle. Well, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, student, as you know, Bali is very famous with its tourism sector. That means you must learn English well because English is the most important for you. And now I would like to give you some question.
Oh, yes, let me answer the question. She said that the first thing she did yesterday is get up and do her online class, and also she cleaned up her bedroom.
Okay, that's good. Thank you, Ari Oktapiani. Is that right, Indira? Student, do you know your answer is the topic that we will discuss today? It is about reported speech. The reported speech is we use to retell when what someone said to others. Well, before we start learn more about the reported speech, I will tell you the indicator and the goal of study that you should achieve after finish this study. Wait a moment, I will share the screen for you. Student, the indicator that you should achieve after finishing our study today. Okay, student, I will tell you the process of our learning activity today. We will start by reading a news item text that the title is Didipetet. Then you can identify the difficult word that you find on the text. After that, please analyze the language feature of the text based on the LKPD Activity 1. Okay, now I will share the text for you and invite some of you to read it.
Actor Didi Petet dies age 58. Veteran actor Didi Widiatmoko, popularly known as Didi Petet, died at the age of 58 at his residence in Sasak Tinggi, Ciputat, South Tangerang on Friday morning.
Okay, thank you, Dewa Ayu. And for the others, if you have any difficult word, if you find any difficult word on the text, you can write on the chat column on the chat. Yeah, I will give you 2 minutes. Silakan. Okay, have you heard my voice? Bisa dengar suara saya? Okay, there are two difficult words on the text. The first is buried. What is buried in Indonesia? Who knows? Anybody knows?
Let me answer the meaning of buried in Indonesian.
Yes, Indira.
It means
Terkubur.
Sorry?
terkubur.
Terkubur. Okay, but in this case, because this is used verb 2, you can mention it dikubur, yeah? Okay, that's all about the difficult word on the text. So that means now you are able to understand the meaning of the text. Okay, now you can check the text, find the language feature of the text. The first is what is the action verb that is on the text, and the second one is please tell the past tense sentence on the text. The third one is the passive voice that we use on the text, and the last is the indirect speech on the text. Indira Kirani, please.
Okay, the first one is he just arrived home on May 10 after attending the exhibition. Number two, he collapsed and lost consciousness and returned home in a wheelchair. And then Didi was taken to Bandung for treatment. Mutia said no descents were detected, uh, but he died on Friday.
Okay, thank you, Indira.
That's all for me.
Okay, the last question. Could you find the indirect speech on the text? Yeah, indirect speech on the text. Okay, Widiantari, please. Widiantari.
Okay, indirect speech is number one. Mutia Kautsar said that Didi was starred in number of comedy and drama film in 1980 and 1990. Number two, Mutia said no diseases were detected but died on Friday.
Okay, so very good. That means you are understand about the language feature of news item text, but now we will focus on the indirect speech or the reported speech. So I will play a conversation video about a reported speech. All of you, please listen and identify it carefully and find the indirect speech that on the video. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
I'm ready.
I will play the video now.
Hi, Peter. Do you know who I bumped into yesterday? Who? Peter. I hadn't seen him for a while.
Oh, really? How is he doing?
It sounds like he's doing well. He said he'd been busy with his driving classes. He was very proud of passing his exam the previous week, and I congratulated him. I told him how happy I was for him.
That's nice. Does he have a car yet?
He said he was getting one today. He was really excited about that. He said he looked forward to not having to ask his parents to give him rides everywhere. He was excited about being able to drive his friends around too.
Okay, students, that's all about the video. Do you find any indirect sentence on the video? Sudah ketemu kalimat reported speech-nya?
Yes.
Okay. What are they? Who would like to answer? Raise your hand, please. Okay, Indira, please.
Um, wait. Indirect speech is he said it will help him with his independence big time.
Okay, one more.
He said it would help him with his independence big time.
Okay, that's good. And then, okay, that's good. Very well. That means now you are now about the indirect sentence. Well, that means you are ready to do the activity 2 and activity 3. Okay, student, this is the end of our first meeting today. So I'll give you 30 minutes to do activity 2 and activity 3. On activity 2, you can interview your friend. You can do it by your WhatsApp. You can ask 3 or 4 questions and then you report or retell what your friend answered to others. If you have any problem, you can ask question on discussion forum. And also, please join our second meeting with the same link in 11 o'clock. Do you have any question? Okay,
No.
so thank you for today and see you at the second meeting. Okay, student, thank you for joining our second meeting today. So, have you heard my voice? Bisa dengar suara saya?
Yes, I
Yes, sir,
can.
we
Yes,
will.
I
Okay, very
can.
good. Now we will discuss the activity on the second meeting. Who'd like to present it? Just raise your hand.
Indirect. She said her favorite movie is SpongeBob.
Okay,
So I asked my friend to answer the question. What did you think about online
okay,
learning? So she answered that she said honestly, online learning is kind of bird for her as a student.
okay, very good, Ari Octaviani. Now we will continue to the activity 3. In this part, I will give you part of news item text and you must decide it. The part of the text, it is in direct or indirect form. Okay, let's begin with the text number 1. Who'd like to answer it? Indira Kirani, please.
Nuraisyah Paransa, another parent, also said that she was unable to register her son at any state-run high high school due to similar technical problems. It's belong to indirect
Indirect
sentence.
sentence. Okay, very good. So, thank you very much for your answer. Okay, student, that's all our lesson today. Before we close our meeting, I will invite again 3 students to give summarize what we have discussed today. Apa yang sudah kita pelajari hari ini based on the activity, on the topic that we have learned, and who'd like to present it, who'd like to answer the question? Eka Purnami, please.
Today we're learning about news item text. The title is Attractive Guys Age 38. And we learned about indirect features. Is action verb, past tense, passive voice, and indirect sentence. Then we we do we do and then we ask the friends about uh, indirect speech. Example, what's your favorite movie? And then we answer by the indirect speech. And then we study about about characteristic, function, and feature about indirect speech.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
So,
is
sir,
that clear? Okay, very good.
Clear.
Thank you very much. So, for today, I think it is enough. So, thank you for joining the class for today. And then, after this meeting, I will share a formative text by quizzes. You can do it at your home and you can do it until tonight. And also for the next meeting, we will discuss about news item text where you should know how to analyze the structure news item text in video form. by praying. So I will call Cynthia Dewi. Please lead the prayer.
Sebelum segala kegiatan berdoa sesuai kepercayaan dan agama masing-masing. Doa mulai.
Okay, thank you for today and see you again. Okay, goodbye.
Praise
Okay, you
the
can
Lord.
like.
Thanks for the lesson today.